Lee, thanks for joining us. Sum up that performance.
I thought it was a really good performance. We asked the players to come up with a team performance, and within that there should be good individual performances, and I didn't think anyone was carried on the pitch today. I thought they all played somewhere near. So I'm delighted for them, delighted for the players, the staff. We've been working really hard over this little period we're going through, and I thought in the end, I thought we were just winners.
You got there, as you say, deserved winners in the end. There was a couple of early moments that needed to be addressed and could have been game-changing. One bit of defending from Lewis Billington, one goalkeeping save from Philip Marshall. But once that had happened, you went on and were worthy winners.
Yeah, and I've just said to Jason Taylor then, that could change the game, couldn't it? But what they're doing is they're reacting more once the ball goes over the head to protect the goal. Mattis did one last week, didn't he? Phil's just been outstanding this season, made a really good save, and then we really took charge from that moment on, played some really good stuff, and pleasing thing is, 0 goals against, and we managed to score 3.
Two of the goal scorers were two of the players who've all started their careers here, and it showed what it meant to them, how they celebrated with the fans at that particular end of the ground. That's Tommy Lowry and Conor O'Riordan.
Yeah, you can see that, and I think it's because of how well people get treated when they're at the football club. We all have the best interests at heart, and I think that the players appreciate that, and when they get the opportunity to come back, because they're good players, I think it means a lot to them. I'm so delighted for them to score goals, and obviously Mattis, on top of that, we've been on about him and Tabs scoring more goals.
Just sum up that last goal. That's a real Crewe goal.
Yeah, really good bit of football. We just watched it back. Ryan was talking to me about how we think we can overload in certain areas and keep players in, and it sort of played out that type of way. And Callum did extremely well, didn't he, down the side? Looked quick and strong and made a good decision. That's what we've been on to the players about, making good decisions, calming down. It would have been easy for Callum to get excited, 2-0 up and try and score himself, but made a really good decision, and then you've got 2 players in the box waiting to score, so a really good goal. Yeah,
for him on a personal note, for you as the manager of him as well, it must be a good feeling that you're seeing rewards that you're probably working out on the training ground. It's taking a bit of time for him to come regular with you.
Callum, yeah, absolutely. And look, when everyone was fit, he's probably in the same bracket in terms of being a first-year pro as where Callum, Tabs and Mattis were at, but with a few games less, and that's down to, up until recently we've had a full quota of players. But he's a really good player. He's been patient, doesn't moan, works extremely hard, often the best player in under-21 games. And he's able to come on and do that, and he's done himself no harm. Looking for next week.
Just on Joel Taverner, you've shifted his role a little bit. You're getting rewards. He's looked fantastic.
Yeah, well, we were basically a back 4, but it looked like a back 3 at times, and we were trying to work the sides, and so we just put them in them positions really at half time, and he looked a bit more of a wing back type of role, because he was ending up in them positions anyway, just to make it easier for them. But I can't praise Joel enough. He just keeps his head down, works his socks off. He's got absolute brilliant feet. He's got exceptional quality. He's a top young man. And if everyone just keeps backing him, he'll get the rewards in terms of assists and goals, because nobody works harder than him.
It was a hard call again for you because the injuries were just not quite ready, and most of them were not quite ready for this weekend. But you did have Connor Thomas back in the squad and Finn Roberts back in the squad, and Thibaut was on as well. He earned you the penalty, so everybody's done the job.
Yeah, absolutely, everybody. That's what I mean. We've not carried anybody. You play some games and 1 or 2 under par. I can't really fault anybody. Yes, there's mistakes in that game which we'll go over, but I'm really concentrate on the positives, because I think we've been good for the last few weeks, and we just haven't. You talk about luck. I'm not sure it's luck when your goalkeeper's making a brilliant save, and we've been on to, particularly Kenny, on to people reacting when the ball goes over the head, and Jamie makes a block like that. But no, overall, Graham, a really pleasing result, and like I say, I'm especially pleased for the players and staff and the crowd who've all stuck together over this tricky period.